So hi, welcome to the Good Noise Podcast. I'm Shane,
I'm Glory.
and we're here with,
Celia with Yndling.
and we're gonna have some questions today. I'm gonna start. So, what inspired the creation of your project, and what does the project name mean?
Yndling is my solo project. I've played in bands before, but I wanted something that was like my own and just my own project. It started off, I don't know, like right before the pandemic. Actually, I'd had some demos at home that I've been working for a while, and then I wanted to take it further in once I realized I had quite a few and wanted to make something proper out of it. And I contacted a producer, and it just, kind of went from there. Yndling is it's Norwegian for favorite. It means to be someone's favorite. So it was like I don't know. It sounds super pretentious, and I'm aware. But it was like, I think it was early days of the pandemic, so we were kind of a bit optimistic that everything would, kind of just like fizzle out quite soon. And they still have like showcase festival going on here in Norway where I live. So I was going. I think we just recorded and finished my first single, Childish Fear, and I was going to sign up for some showcase festivals. That was like later the same year. And I live in Oslo, which is the capital of Norway, but I'm from Bergen, and that is like the second biggest city of Norway. So they're kind of like competitive in a way. That is, it's a normal thing to do for two cities. And I hadn't found a name for my project yet. So we were kind of like, I was just kidding around with Adrian, who was producing for me, and he said that I should just, return back home being Bergen's favorite, so Bergen's Yndling. We're just kidding, but I kind of clicked on the name because it's got a nice ring to it, and
It does, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how it works in English. I didn't think about that actually.
I'm gonna completely stutter over it at the end, but it's all good.
It's all good. It'll even out.
Like when I fuck it up, just don't even pay attention to it.
It's not personal. I swear.
How would you say it though? Because I haven't asked anyone who speaks English. I should have done that before I just like went for it, but.
So how I saw it and how my brain was like, that's how it's pronounced, is because we speak English as Yndling.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. But now that you say it, I can hear and see that now. So
thank you. It's very generous. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I can't pronounce shit to begin with, so I saw it and said, "Oh no, I'm fucked."
Yndling. Yeah, that kind of works as well, so that's okay then.
All right.
So as you mentioned, congratulations on your newest release, Childish Fear. How do you feel the response to it so far?
I think it's been surprisingly great. It's a bit weird to kind of release music at the time we're in. This is like the, I don't know, 6th or 7th lockdown period in Norway. We kind of fluctuate, opening up and going down. So we obviously haven't been able to play or anything like that. But the reception has been really nice. So I'm very pleased with it. Yeah.
Nice.
Very happy to hear that.
So is there any meaning behind the track name or the cover art? Any meaning behind the track name or the cover art?
Well, the track name is, I think it's called Childish Fear, which is, it's like another song about kind of like being a bit afraid of intimacy, or that stage in a relationship where you know each other that well, like the honeymoon phase is almost over. So you're kind of just left, you can't really discover that much new and exciting about the other person anymore. So it's kind of like, it's called Childish Fear because I think I should have gotten over that at this point in my life. You kind of experienced enough to know that no one is really all-consuming interesting all the time. Like it's just not how it works. But that is the inspiration for the track name.
Okay.
Yeah. And the cover art is really, it's just like a really close-up photo of me and quite psychedelically retouched, which I think just kind of, I hope it kind of communicates a sort of genre, like the dream pop sort of psychedelic mood. And it's like, it's intimate, it's up close to my face.
Definitely, yeah. All right. So can you tell me a little bit about your writing process for the single?
Yeah, sure. I play the guitar, which is how I write most of my songs to begin with. So it was quite straightforward when I wrote it, because I had the idea in my mind for a while, but I wanted it to be about, and I usually just write about something that's going on in my life at the time. So I did that on guitar, and then I made a demo, and that was also kind of like the spark of the whole project, really, because when I made the demo, the sound I got for it, I realized I would need some help to kind of properly produce it. I couldn't just keep it as a sort of acoustic thingy. And the demo I made was also like kind of dark with many layers, but I needed some help to kind of create the whole sound that I was going for. But the writing process, it was pretty much like it was done in a day, really, and then we spent some time to find the correct sound for it afterwards.
Awesome.
So where was your headspace at while you were writing this track?
Well, it was that kind of like, I was in like a honeymoon phase of relationship going to an end, and I was like a bit insecure whether or not, it's not only like if you feel enough, it's also like if they feel enough for you, if you have enough things in common to kind of continue. So that was the headspace. And it was also like winter time in Norway, which makes everything a bit moody. The winters are super long, so everyone gets a bit depressed. It's quite an atmospheric track.
It is,
definitely. Yeah, definitely does seem like a winter, like dark day track. So yeah, that's fair. You captured that very well. So this one should be, of course, so this one should be super, super fast. Off the top of your head, I want you to describe this track for new listeners in 3 words.
Okay, it's atmospheric. It's a bit hypnotic, I think, and it's quite intimate.
Intimate. Those are very good. Yeah. Very, very good. Those are one of the best ones we've gotten, honestly.
Big words, describing them well.
Yeah.
So what band or artist influence do you think you can hear the most on this track?
Well, I listen to a lot of dream pop myself, and I think at the time probably Beach House, which is also, it's always a go-to for me in the winter time in Norway, because to kind of keep sane, you have to get out when it's, well, we have like a window of, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours where it's actually light in the winter time. And usually, you would be in school or at work, right? So I kind of walk a lot when it's dark, and then it's always Beach House. So I probably Beach House. And I think I was also listening to Angel Olsen at the time. Massive Star, probably. Yeah.
Fun. All right. So for a split second, we're actually going to shift away from Miri music for a second. So if you could have written any song that exists right now, which song did you wish that you wrote? Did I phrase that?
Gotta work on that delivery, Glory.
Yeah, I'm still working on it. You haven't delivered it yet. So.
Okay. Oh my God, I don't know.
Any song ever.
But I don't know. I would want to I don't know. It's kind of it's a difficult one to answer, because you would kind of comparing yourself to someone really great, I guess. But maybe Fade Into You with Massive Star.
Okay. Solid. That's good.
So where do you see your project in the next 5 years, and what are you working on? Tell us everything.
Tell us everything.
This is also like a barrier of soul sort of question. I don't know. I hope. Well, I've just been into the studio recording my EP, which will be out, I think, like winter next year. So
okay.
So, and we have a series of singles planned now. The next one out end of April or sort of May, something like that. I don't know. So I hope, I hope someone will like it, and it will kind of catch on, and I'll be able to play a bit like once the world opens again and everything. Then I will go from there. I do write a lot, so I would love to be able to make more music and record more music if I want to.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, so for the last couple questions, we're actually going to shift away from music, if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
6. So we're going to go straight to death row.
Boom.
So if you're on death row, what would your last meal be with a drink?
I'm not very, I guess it's a factor. I'm not very good with food. Like I don't think it's the most important thing. So I would probably say like it would probably be candy. Like that's terrible, but
no, candy's fine. Yeah.
Okay, like candy and wine, I'll be happy.
All right.
Wait. Do you have like a specific candy though, or is it just like any candy?
I don't know what that's called in English actually, but I know like when you know when you can pick your own and you put it like.
Oh yeah, like a pick and mix type thing.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. So if you could live in one fiction world for a week, where would you live?
On fiction world.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not that big on fantasy either. I'm a very boring human being. Probably Harry Potter. Like I used to read it as a kid, and that would be awesome. I think.
Yeah. Do you know what house you are?
It will be Gryffindor. I have never checked because I wouldn't want to ruin my pride.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's fair. Gryffindor is a safe bet. That's fine. That's fine. So I have the honor of asking the last question. Every single person we've spoken to has actually said it is the most important question.
Okay.
What is your favorite color?
Mm-hmm. That is soul-bearing. That is blue, I think, actually, because I really
Blue's a very good color. Yeah. Taste, good one. Mm-hmm.
My answer is really nice.
So as Gloria said, that's all the questions we have today. Is there anything that you would like to plug?
That I would like to
promote?
Well, I have a new single coming up, and also we just released the video for my single, which is animated by Alette.
Oh.
It's really, really good, and you should go check that out.
All right.
Awesome.
For any of my other socials, or it's on YouTube, if you can spell Yndling.
Well, thank you for sitting down with us. It's been Yndling and We're the Good Noise podcast.